currency. Like everyone asks me about Hollywood, you know, they talk about Hollywood. They go like, Hollywood's run on like sex appeal. I'm like, not the one I'm in. I'll tell you right now.
Are you in Hollywood though?
Yeah, I have no idea. I have a house there, but like this idea that like people talk about Hollywood like it's just one thing, and they're like it's run on sexual currency. I'm like, yeah, not the lineup at the Improv, you know, like not the lineup at the Comedy Store.
How about Roseanne?
Right. There's a lot of people where it wasn't, but like yeah, those because all of these human trafficking people, they all have their like hooks into fashion. Like,
really?
Oh yeah. So Jean-Luc Brunel, who was the guy that, you know, was like a big Epstein confidant and associate, was like a high-level fashion photographer. And it makes sense because like they're recruiting these girls when they're young and they're impressionable, and they're like, you know, hey, here's this guy and Ghislaine Mack, like so if you want good-looking people, you're probably not going to go to a comedy club, right? You're going to go to a modeling shoot.
Yeah.
Not that there are good-looking comics, but I mean like young, impressionable, good-looking people are found in modeling. So I think that's why a lot of them.
It is a bizarre job.
It's a really
You stand
strange
there and
job.
Pose and you like what's the woman's name that was married to Tom Brady?
Giselle Bundchen.
She's worth more than him.
Well, yeah.
How? Just by being hot.
Just by being hot.
Isn't that amazing?
It's
He's
huge.
Greatest quarterback of all time in
Yeah.
the biggest game
Yeah.
in all of North America.
Right.
And a woman just by virtue of being pretty.
Right. Wins.
She wins.
She wins. Well,
And she's like, I'm done with this guy. He keeps wanting to play football.
yeah, but now you're looking at it's changing. It's
Yeah?
changing. We're pretty now. Like if you're a model now, I mean the look is changing, right? I mean it's a lot of bigger people and it's a lot of not as pretty people or not traditionally pretty. So
Yeah.
it's not
but
all changing, but there's some.
You can't deny nature.
You can't.
And
100%.
Nature is it's
Yeah.
all about
Well, there was no fat activism on Epstein's island. You know what I mean? Like he was not.
Maybe there was.
I mean, I don't think that he was like concerned with diversity. Like the people that are purveyors of just people's looks are just, you know.
But maybe he had a request list.
He might have. Who knows?
Yeah,
he
what
might
are you
have.
into?
Right.
You know?
It's like you fill out a questionnaire.
Yeah.
You know, like you fill out a questionnaire, like bespoke post.
The question is like,
they sponsor me
there's
anymore.
been people like that have been sex trafficking forever.
Yes.
But it's shocking to people that it's going on now. They're like, what? Still?
But here's there is sex trafficking for sure, but there's also like I was in Romania. I did a Bitcoin guy brought me over there to do his birthday party.
Didn't you hang out with Andrew Tate
I
over there?
did. I did 20 minutes of comedy and it bombed because it was people weren't really speaking English and the ones that could didn't love me. So some of them liked me and one guy pointed at me and just yelled Joe Rogan because he had seen me on this. Some Russian crazy guy just got up in the middle of the set and went, Rogan, Joe Rogan, and then sat down. And then they like brought him out. It was insane. But they paid me a lot of money to do it. And then there was, there's only one person there to really interview, and it was Andrew Tate. So I went to his house, and he's a lovely guy. Here's the thing about him and his brother. They are lovely people, whether they're human traffickers or not. They're lovely people. I'm not for human trafficking, but they took us out for a steak dinner, and there was women there, and a lot of the women were quiet. And I thought they were just quiet. That would be my story. If I'm called to testify, I would go, the women were quiet, and they were obedient, and many of them looked at the floor. But
really?
Yeah, it was, but it's Eastern Europe, Joe.
Right.
That's kind of the way they act. And coming from America, it was a little bit of a nice change of pace.
Were you stunned?
No, I mean, coming from, it was nice.
Were you stunned when he got arrested?
It wasn't stunning. It wasn't like when eventually I smoke another cigarette, would I be stunned that I have a cigarette in my hand? No.